Do you think sharks are as terrifying as what we see in horror movies? Well, in reality, they're not nearly as scary as many people believe because each year, over 100 million sharks are caught worldwide. They are hunted primarily for one specific part, their fins. Just like rhinos or other animals targeted for a single body part, most sharks end up dying even after being thrown back into the sea. So now, let's take a closer look at the global shark fin hunting industry. How millions of sharks are hunted every year just for their fins. Each year, an estimated 63 to 100 million sharks are killed mainly to make shark fin soup, a symbol of luxury in the culinary traditions of some countries. Shark hunting occurs on a massive scale across several regions including Indonesia, Taiwan, Japan, the Philippines, and Papua New Guinea, all of which are among the world's largest shark fishing nations. Indonesia is considered the largest shark hunting country, with an estimated 100,000 to 150,000 sharks caught annually. Taiwan ranks second, at one point exporting more than 10,000 tons of shark fins. Fishermen often hunt sharks using a combination of traditional and modern methods, such as sturdy fishing lines and nets. Longline fishing involves a main line with hundreds of baited hooks attached to branch lines. These lines are deployed in shark-rich waters, such as near coral reefs or in deep-sea areas. The bait typically consists of pieces of fish, squid, or other marine animals. Once hooked, a shark cannot escape, but hauling it onto the boat is no easy task due to its massive size. An adult shark can weigh over 300 kilograms, and they possess incredible strength. That's why shark fishermen must have both the skills and physical strength to bring a large shark aboard. Some boats use gill nets to catch sharks. These are large vertical mesh nets set near the ocean surface or along the seafloor, trapping sharks as they swim through. These massive surrounding nets can cover wide areas and are capable of catching large numbers of sharks. Shark fishing vessels usually operate for a single day, or sometimes for 3 to 5 days depending on the weather conditions. After catching their prey, the boats must return to shore immediately to ensure the shark meat remains fresh and doesn't spoil. After being caught by local fishermen, sharks are usually transported to processing areas for sale. Shark meat is primarily consumed within Indonesia or in certain parts of the Americas. At the marketplace, traders from other regions gather to buy shark products. For large, high-quality sharks, auctions are held. Sharks are harvested for their meat, which is used as food, and their skin, which can be tanned and turned into leather products. However, the most valuable part is the shark fin, which is often exported to China and other countries. In China, shark fin soup is considered a delicacy and a nutritious dish, which has led to a growing demand. After being cut, shark fins are usually processed immediately, most commonly by sun-drying them on the decks of fishing boats. The sun-drying process helps reduce the moisture content in the fins, allowing for longer preservation during transport to processing facilities. In some cases, shark fins are also cleaned and salted to keep them fresh before being sent to processing plants. Dried shark fins that meet quality standards are sorted by size, quality, and type. Larger fins such as dorsal fins tend to fetch higher prices on the market. Shark fins have high economic value. As a result, shark fishing has become one of the most profitable livelihoods in these remote coastal regions. The shark fin industry serves as the primary source of income for many fishermen, and its massive profits have transformed remote coastal villages into economically thriving areas. However, in recent years, shark populations in these waters have been steadily declining. In recent years, shark finning activities have been banned in certain marine areas across the United States and Europe. These regions have implemented strict regulations aimed at protecting shark species in the ocean. The sharp decline in shark populations over the years has pushed some species to the brink of extinction and raised concerns about ecological imbalance. However, this practice still continues widely in parts of Asia. Shark fins are especially sought after for use in traditional Chinese medicine and shark fin soup, which is considered a delicacy in the region. At Chinese banquets, dishes like shark fin soup or abalone soup are very common. They have become part of cultural tradition passed down through generations. As a result, changing perceptions around these foods is not an easy task. We've just seen how fishermen harvest and process shark fins. What did you think of this video? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to see more content like this. For now, goodbye and see you in the next video.
How to harvest hundreds of tons of fish every day to bring stable economic income and enrichment opportunities for coastal fishermen is a question that many people ask. In fact, this is no longer a fantasy but has become a reality when every time a large fishing boat sets its net, hundreds of tons of fish will be harvested on the deck. How do fishermen catch large quantities of fish? We invite you to join us in admiring it. See how fishermen catch hundreds of tons of fish every day. Today's commercial fishermen use large vessels the size of football fields and advanced electronics to track fish. These giant ships can operate at sea for up to 6 months, storing thousands of tons of fish on board in giant freezers. Thanks to that, fishermen can catch large quantities of fish every day. In marine fisheries, the most important commercial methods used are purse seines and trawls. Such highly mechanized methods are rare in inland waters which rely more on gill nets or barrier traps and individual operations such as casting nets. Huge ships with nets hundreds of meters in size are spread out at sea to catch fish. On board, there are also floating factories that process and freeze hundreds of tons of fish every day. These methods are highly effective in catching large quantities of fish. Fishing boats use large trawl nets to catch, requiring almost no human pulling power, but instead use large cranes combined with a pulley system to pull the net onto the boat compartment. Every time we pull the net, we can see dozens of tons of fish being harvested and transported to the processing conveyor. These large ships can operate for months in the ocean to harvest more fish, so each time they return to land, they can bring back thousands of tons of sea fish. According to research, the livestock industry has existed for thousands of years, but the fishing industry has only exploded in the last 50 years, but it has changed significantly. From small family boats and limited-sized nets, today we have evolved to huge ships and modern fishing techniques. People apply science and technology to locate locations with large fish yields and limit bycatch of rare protected creatures such as sea turtles, seals, etc. Population growth leads to ever-expanding consumer demand, thereby increasing seafood fishing. Perhaps many people will think that fishing boats are designed the same, but in reality, fishing boats are all functional and not all are created equal. Each is designed and built based on their intended use. The depth of the water, the size of the fish they are pursuing, the length of the trip, the weather, the number of crew, and the type of fishing gear that will be used all go hand in hand with design and function. Different fisheries have their own preferred methods, and these differences in intended goals and objectives have given rise to a wide variety of fishing methods around the world. Fishing at sea has become the main source of income for many generations of coastal fishermen. Wherever there is a sea, there is fishing activity. Every year, people catch about 80 to 90 million tons of fish from the ocean. This huge number is increasingly reflecting overfishing that is increasingly depleting marine resources. Conservation efforts and sustainable fishing practices are therefore critical to ensuring the health of ocean ecosystems and the long-term availability of fish as a food source. After being harvested, sea fish will be processed right on the ship and put into a frozen storage compartment. After the ship arrives, it will be transported to a more modern processing factory and packaged for consumers. Modern lines and machinery are used to process hundreds of tons of fish. Here, people remove the fish's internal organs and clean them before packaging. Depending on the requirements of agents or consumers, there are different packaging processes. And most importantly, ensure food hygiene and safety. Today's video ends here. Hope we have brought you an interesting topic. How do you feel today? Please comment a lot below to let us know. Don't forget, click like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. And for now, goodbye and see you in the next videos.